The one thing scarier than losing is being forgotten. Ronaldo stopped being a pure football player years ago. He's now a corporate wearing a man's face. Before you get angry, this is not a football video. I'm not comparing him to Messi. This is a philosophy channel, and to me, he's one of the greatest players of all time. And that's exactly why this topic is worth talking about. As of 2025, Ronaldo is a billionaire. Hotels, gyms, a fashion brand, a Ronaldo museum, a YouTube channel, and a major stake in Portugal's largest media companies, the same one he took to court multiple times in the past. Now, successful athletes build empires. That's normal. What is strange is that his empire, his brand, is more powerful than his football career now. If football was the goal, why does the empire keep growing after the goal is already achieved? To understand this, imagine Sisyphus. He was a Greek king who was condemned to push a large rock up a hill forever. Every time he reached the top, it rolls back down and he has to start again. Now watch Ronaldo's best games. In minutes, the celebration is over. The joy behind his eyes disappears because he's already back to square one. He reboots like a machine. Most players fall in love with the game. Ronaldo fell in love with improvement itself. Nobody forced him to chase records. Nobody forced the sleep tracking, the low body fat percentages, the decision to be still competing in his 40s. He did that all on his own. The philosopher Byung-Chul Han has a theory for this. Modern capitalism doesn't need to force you anymore. You learn to force yourself. We optimized ourselves willingly because today our self-worth is measured in terms of our output. Watching Ronaldinho or Neymar play football felt like watching somebody dance. Watching Ronaldo feels like watching a machine that is obsessed with perfection and efficiency. He's deleting every weakness until nothing is left except a winning performance. But why? Why does someone who has already won everything refuse to stop climbing? The anthropologist Ernest Becker had the answer. In his book, The Denial of Death, he argues humans are the only animals who know that they're going to die. And because their thought is unbearable, we build what he calls immortality projects. Children, companies, art, empires, anything that can outlast the body. Ronaldo's life is an extreme example of that theory, and his past gives us several clues as to the origins of this obsession with legacy. He wasn't born into money. His father drank himself to death. His elder brother fought addiction for years. There was no safety net. Now, kids who grew up like that tend to do one of two things. Either repeat the pattern or become its exact opposite. His father drank, Ronaldo became obsessive about his body. His father left nothing, Ronaldo built a fortune. He bought his mother a house, he helped his brother recover, he made sure his family could never go back to where they started. He's even expressed worry in public that his own son might grow up too comfortable, that wealth might rob his son of the hunger that is the cornerstone of Ronaldo's empire. This means struggle is not just something Ronaldo survived, he thinks it's necessary. It's not just poverty that he cares about escaping, he's now trying to escape insignificance. And that's a much harder thing to avoid because bodies age, careers end, and even the greatest records eventually get broken. If your entire identity was built on achievement, retirement does not feel like rest, it feels like disappearing. And maybe that's why the project doesn't stop when the football does. The philosopher Jean Baudrillard argued that an image can become more real than the person behind it. In the present, Ronaldo is not so much the football player as Ronaldo, the logo, the fragrance line, the hotel chain, the media company, etc. Each one is not only selling a product, it's expanding the image. And the more the image expands, the less it needs the real Ronaldo. And that gives me the ick. It's not the money and the ambition. It's just that the versions of Ronaldo that we have access to are nothing like the real Ronaldo, which is why we were fans in the first place, right? And you might say, okay, why does this matter? I'll tell you. He has over 1 billion followers, more attention than almost anybody in human history. Every new venture has access to a mammoth audience most companies can't buy. That attention turns into money, which means his followers are now business metrics who can be used to bring more money to his empire, which is then used to fund new ventures which will be sold to the same followers. The loop feeds itself, and nobody, not even Ronaldo, is fully steering it anymore. That is what this era of late capitalism produces. Rich, famous people turn into corporations. The tragedy, if it is one, isn't that Ronaldo became wealthy. It's that somewhere in the climb, Ronaldo and CR7, the brand, stopped being two different things. Ernest Becker said all of us are trying to outlive ourselves. We all build something to survive our own disappearance. Ronaldo's metaphorical rock is bigger than everybody else's, and he's still pushing it. And he'll keep pushing it because the one thing scarier than losing is being forgotten.